12 ultra rare coins worth money. We're going over them in this video, so sit tight, relax, and let's just hop right into this video. Up first, we've got a coin that sold for $19,200. Now, I'm sure that we're all somewhat familiar with these bicentennial quarter coins. This one is unique for a few reasons. One, it graded at the mint state 69 grade, and two, this is a silver coin. So there's a few ways to tell if you have a silver coin or not. I'm going to show you a little example of how we like to find them. Pretty easy. By looking at the side of the coin, you're going to see a pure white or mainly pure white edge of the coin. That means you have a silver coin. This example that graded very highly by PCGS sold for $19,200 because it's an extremely high bicentennial silver coin that graded very highly, and that's why it sold for $19.2 thousand. $2,400 for this 1944 5-cent Jefferson nickel graded by PCGS at a mint state 63. Now this coin, immediately you may be thinking to yourself, this coin looks damaged. Something is very wrong here. Now you are right in the sense that something is wrong. That is because this coin was accidentally struck on a silver dime planchet. That's right. The piece of metal they used to strike dime coins was accidentally used to strike this Jefferson nickel. If you have anything like this whatsoever, you may want to get it looked at by a few experts. Now we have a service that we'll be offering on our channel soon. You can click the link below to join the waitlist and you'll be notified when we start offering that service. You'll be able to send us pictures of your coins. We also might be doing some giveaways, so go ahead, join that waitlist. But if you have a coin like this, again, you want to get it looked at by multiple people before you sell it, because this example sold for $2,400, $51,750 for this 1933 D Lincoln cent coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red. Now when I say red, these coins can come either red, brown, or brown depending on the planchet that it's struck on and the environmental conditions the coin was in. Here's a quick diagram showing the difference between red, brown, and brown coins. This coin also has a bit of toning to it. You can see the coin almost looks like a planet, if I'm being honest. But the main reason why this coin sold for $51,750 is only going to be known once you flip the coin over and look at the back of the coin. You can see this coin was accidentally struck with a Roosevelt dime reverse. Incredibly rare coin. We would love to add one to our collection one day. However, it's quite out of reach for us when it comes to the value of a coin like this. It's just way too much money. But hey, maybe we can find one out in circulation so we don't have to pay $51,750 like this one sold for. $120,000 for this Sacagawea coin. Now, when you're looking at the back of the Sacagawea coin, we're all pretty familiar with these coins. A lot of the time, these coins are honestly only worth a few dollars at most. This coin, once you flip it over to the front, you can see that it was accidentally muled with a Washington statehood quarter design on the front. This one was graded by NGC at a mint state 67. The front and back should not be going together whatsoever, but this happened on accident or purpose. We're not really sure, but it sold for $120,000. $5,760 for this 1909 1-cent VDB coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 plus red. So not many people know that 1909 was actually the first year the US started producing wheat cent penny coins. That's right, and these coins come in 4 different varieties. You've got the 1909 with no mint mark, you have the 1909 with an S mint mark below the date, then you have the 1909 no mint mark VDB coin, which is this one, and lastly you have the most rare type, which is a 1909 S VDB coin. So by VDB, I'm talking about the back bottom center of the coin. You'll see VDB standing for Victor David Brenner, who is the engraver of this coin. So because this coin graded at a 67 plus red, it sold for $5,760, $48,000 for this 1915 D 1-cent coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 red. So supply and demand is a huge deal when it comes to these coins. If there's a coin that has a lot of coins produced and there are a lot of them in a high grade, the value is not going to be that high. But if the production run was low and there are not that many high graded examples out there, it's going to demand a premium. Because this one graded so highly and it's such an old coin, it sold for $48,000, $93,625 for this 1955 double die obverse coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red. So it should be pretty apparent here what's going on. If you look at the date at the bottom right, Liberty at the left, and Incog We Trust at the top, you're going to see some pretty apparent doubling occurring. This is a mint variety. This was not meant to ever happen whatsoever. If you have a doubled die obverse coin like this, you could be in for a real treat. There are a lot of counterfeits out there, so watch out guys. Make sure you're not getting scammed. This coin sold for $93,625, $40,250 for this 1932 Washington quarter that has a cola looking toning happening to it. So if you didn't know already, 1932 was the first year the the United States Mint started producing the Washington quarter. 1932 is mainly one of the most valuable quarters when it comes to how much they're bringing online. Like many coins, the better the condition, the more money it's going to bring. This one got the 67 grade, which is only 3 points away from the perfect grade of 70. If you have a 1932 quarter and the condition's really nice, you may want to get it graded because this example sold for $40,250. We'll spend just 10 seconds here, but this 1913 coin is real. It's a genuine US coin, and it sold for $3,737,500. Essentially, it's a 5-cent coin graded by NGC at a proof 64. This Liberty 5-cent coin is a monster of a coin. There are a lot of counterfeits out there. As you can see, there's a lot of incentive to counterfeit a coin like this. If you have one, you're in for some life-changing money because over $3.7 million for that coin. $7,050 for this 1999 25-cent Pennsylvania state quarter graded by NGC at a mint state 69. So when it comes to state quarters, the condition is king. Most state quarters won't be worth anywhere near this amount, but because someone was lucky enough to get a mint state 69, it sold for $7,050. $2,160 for this 1951 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by PCGS at a proof 67 deep cameo. So you can immediately tell the color of this coin is really desirable. It looks really nice. Collectors will pay a premium for a nicely toned coin like this. When it comes to Roosevelt dimes, there's nothing to really point out on this coin outside of the toning and the fact that it graded 3 points away from the perfect grade of 70. This one also got the proof designation, which means this coin was produced not to go out in circulation. I'll show you a quick diagram showing the difference between a proof coin and a normally issued business strike coin. If you have a 1951 proof coin that grades very highly, you're in for a treat because this one sold for $2,160. Wow, $20,562.50 for this 1939 5-cent doubled Monticello PCGS graded mint state 67 Jefferson nickel. So this is a pretty rare variety of the coin. So on the back, you'll see Monticello there in the center. That has some pretty apparent doubling. You can see 5 cents below also has some doubling. Yeah, the combination of a very high grade plus Monticello being doubled, you may need a bit of magnification, whether that's a USB microscope or a jeweler's loupe to see it, but it's pretty apparent here what's going on, and that's why this coin sold for $20,562.50. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.